Okay, in this final video we're going to look at using sounds in game. So I'm first going to show you how to create the sound objects that you're going to use. So I've already created my sounds. So to add the sound, I'm just going to right click. I've created a group for my sounds. Create sound. This sound is going to be SND underscore, this is a collect item. Okay, so that's the object created for it. To attach the sound to this object, just click on the three dots there at the side, and there's my collect item sound. I'm going to open it, and that's the sound attached to the item. Now we're going to use, for the music, we're going to create all of the sound logic inside of the game object. So let's open up the game object. Okay, and what we want to do, you want to play different sounds depending on what room we're in. So we're going to add a separate special type of event. So we're going to add an event. We're going to come down to other and room start. Okay, we're going to use the switch room again with case statements, and that we're going to identify what music is going to be played in each room. So I'm just going to copy and paste the code in. Okay, so this is going to identify what we play in what room. So you can see that in when we're in the welcome room, we're going to stop all audio just in case there's anything already running. Audio underscore stop underscore all, open and close parenthesis. And then we're going to be explicitly saying exactly what sound we want to play. So we're going to do audio underscore play underscore sound. The title of the sound that we want to play, so this is SND underscore title, comma 1. Okay, means that it's going to it's got a priority. Okay, all of our sounds are going to have priority of 1, and the true means that it's going to loop. Okay, so if I set that to false, it will play once and stop. And then I got my break statement. Okay, and then secondly, I've got my case room level 1 and room level 2. Again, we're going to stop all audio and we're going to start the game music. So audio underscore play underscore sound, and then SND underscore game underscore music is the track that we're using for the audio. Let me just check that. Sound underscore title, yeah, title for there, gameplay, that should say gameplay. Okay, you can always tell when you make a mistake because it goes the wrong colour. Okay, there we go. So if I run my game just to test those two elements, there's my back-end track. Okay, and when I press enter to start my game, it's a different mix of the track together. Okay, so that's working just as we want. The next thing we're going to do, next thing that we're going to do is to look at the win and lose screens. So in order to do that, all we're going to do is to copy. I'm just going to copy this piece of code. I'm going to come after the break statement, I'm going to paste this in, and I'm going to do the same thing again, because I want to tell GameMaker what happens when I'm in room win and room lose. Okay, so again we want to stop all, but this time when we're in the win screen we want to play SND win, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to type in win, and then here I'm going to type in lose, because those are the two sound files that we're using for win and lose. Alright, let's see if this works then. So let's press play. So we know the audio works on this. Okay, so let's try the lose screen first. This is going to take a little bit of time to get to the point where we're going to lose. Okay, you can see that's repeating, so I might just want to play that once. So on my lose screen I'm going to change this from true to false, and that should play that once. So let's test it for the win. I'm going to change that to false up here, and we'll just give that one a test just to show you that it is working. Fine capital like this. There we go. Right, let's try that again now. Very quickly run through the win again. Lovely. So that's working brilliant. Okay, obviously what I would do next is to look at having a message on the screen about pressing enter to try again, or which we'll do at the end of the video. Okay, so now we're going to look at coding the effects, so for shooting and taking damage and so on. So I'm going to start just showing you how to add in effects. So the first thing I'm going to add in is my sound for my jump. So if I come down to my jumping code, so where's my jumping code? Okay, so here's my jumping code. So what I want to do is when I jump, I want to play a sound. So I'm going to add in a line of code here, which is going to be audio, same as I did before, underscore play underscore sound. I'm going to open a bracket, I'm going to say what sound I want to play, snd underscore jump, comma, 1, comma, and again I only want to play this sound once, so I'm going to put false in there. Okay, and you follow the same process with all of your other sounds, so I'm not going to go through every single sound, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's press play, test out whether that sound works. So it should be my jump sound. My jump. Lovely. Okay, so that's how we're going to add sounds to the game. So I'm just going to add my sound codes in, and then I'm going to show you each of them in turn. Okay, so I've added my sounds into the game now. So in my create event, sorry, my game event, my game object, in the step event, I've added a sound here to collect the item, which is the key. Okay, most of my other sounds are either in my bullet object. So you can see here where I've collided with the lizard, I've got an audio play sound damage. Okay, and also if the enemy dies, there's a different sound when the enemy dies. So one for damage, one for the enemy death. Same thing for the troll. Okay, I got damage here. Just make that a bit clearer to see. Okay, so damage here, and then a death sound there. Okay, and the same thing with the fly. With the fly, there's no health, so it's a one-hit kill. So I just play in the death sound if the fly is hit. Also in my player object, I can find my player object. There's my player object. Okay, in here inside the step event, I showed you the firing of the bullet. Okay, so there's the firing of the bullet. Once I press the key, VK shift. Okay, so I've got that one. I've got when I collect my object, so my cone. Okay, you can see that I've got an audio play sound there. Collect item. Same thing when you come to the heart. I've got another one there, audio play sound, extra health, and the same thing when you come to the thruster. Okay, so collecting the item play sound. So all of my sound effects work in the game. Shoot. Okay, an object, jump. That's the death sound. Collecting my parts. Extra health. Hit. Hit. There you go. Okay. Collect. And there we go. So the only thing that's left to do now is to put some options on the screen to restart the game, either when we finished, won the game, or when we lose the game. So in order to finish this game off then, what I've done is I have added in my draw event, in my game draw GUI, in my game event, 2 messages. So when I'm in the win room, okay, it's going to display a message on the bottom of the screen in a rectangle. Please press enter to start again, and exactly the same in the lose screen. I'll show you what that looks like now. So if I play the game, okay, just leave it until I run out of health. I have still got an issue with the gun, and that's just the setting the flashing of the gun to match the flashing of the character. We'll be covering that in this tutorial. There you go, so it displays the message on the bottom of the screen. Please press enter to start again. It'll do the same thing on the win screen. And when I press enter, it starts again. I'll show you how I coded that in a second. Just want to show you it does the same thing on the win screen. Just for completeness. My complete guide on how to create a simple platform game with multiple levels and enemies and health bar. So I've just tidied up 2 pieces of code. So in my original game, the gun didn't destroy when the player died. So on each of my events where I check to see if my health has reached 0, I've just added another line underneath here, instance destroy OBJ gun held, and that destroys the gun once I die. I've done the same thing on each of the enemies, and the other thing that I've done is get the gun to flash when I'm in collision. And what I've done there with the immunity, my image alpha is my transparency of my playable character, and I've done the same thing with OBJ gun held, so it flashes at the same time, and then I've just done the counter underneath. Okay, so that ties up all the loose ends in the game.